Industry is booming around the Great Lakes. Food for the entire nation is produced in the areas surrounding Chicago, and the automobile industry is growing in Detroit. The automobile is opening up new possibilities for transportation. Trucks can deliver large quantities of goods to the most remote corners. The automobile is still the exclusive pleasure of the affluent, but it could soon become a mass-produced commodity and revolutionize the entire transport industry. It is the year 1909, and there's not much to complain about here in the Midwest. There's a spirit of optimism. Completely new production methods are opening up new possibilities and business opportunities. A stake in the automobile industry. Now that would be an interesting investment. Our friend William Durant is planning something big, and we could get on board. We still lack the necessary capital, but in just a couple of years, we will also be profiting from the auto business.
Hello guys, I'm Hesmiyu and welcome to another mission in Transport Fever. This one is mission 4 and as I said in 1909. Let's start mission.
The automobile business is the market of the future. We should invest in it. But first, we're going to need a tidy sum of seed capital. This is easiest earned satisfying the most mundane of human needs, food and drink. The people are hungry for meat, and the transport of animals for slaughter is lucrative, so long as this bloody business doesn't give you the heebie-jeebies. Nowhere on earth is more meat prepared than in the Union stockyards of Chicago. The pigs enter at the front, and the cans exit at the back. A model example of rationality.
Transport pigs from Chicago Farm 1 and Chicago Farm 2 to Chicago Food Processing Plant. When food produced in the plant can be delivered to the commercial areas of the cities. With my 1900 hours in this game, I think I would know how to do that. What? I wonder if this is going to be the racetrack that was in the load screen. From 1 and 2. So you. 1 and 2. The plant. So just livestock. Right then. They both will go to here. I'm gonna change that to 3. So due to you. And you to you. Actually, I'll make you back. I'll make you into 2. Apply. And 3. This will be the out. Chicago food processing in. With a lowercase r would help. I thought I spell it. Better. And you will be. Let me click on it. Food processing. There. Processing out. Oh, farm 1. And this one will be the same, but with number 2 instead. Because it's in Chicago. Nope. Terminal. Or depot. Great. You. Line 1. Line 2. Also, one thing I difficult to check. What medals are there? Speed record. Ensure that the first motor races can take place before 1925. Got 15 years for that. Furtive. See that you don't get caught by the police. Rich in success. And those who have had at least 25 million in their own pockets once in their life are taken seriously in the automobile industry. Stroke of luck. It would be more hygienic for all involved if the pigs were sorted in a conventional manner. Large crowd. Make sure that at least 25 people are waiting at one stop at once to make a pilgrimage to the motor races. This all seems fun. Wonder what I will be smuggling. That's what it sounds like I will be doing. This bit will be expensive. Okay, you? Is there anyone but 2? Chicago food delivery. Indianapolis right in the middle. So Indianapolis food delivery, good. So one of this will be the Indianapolis Motor Speedway then. And you? Well, we're going to Detroit. They did not cost as much as I thought. I'm glad. Detroit food delivery. Oh right, I did these ones wrong. Let's sell these. And now let's just make it quicker this way around. Livestock. Good. Livestock. Livestock. And now food. And now wait. 5 routes, so 25 trucks. Ah. I'm guessing this will need to end up getting delivered to the raceway. Because this is fuel, I bet that will go as well. Distillery. Ah. There we go. Just thought I spelled it correctly. I thought corrected already. This may or may not have cuts in it. Quite possibly, actually. Ooh, that's a lot of people. How big is this city? 1200. Oh, you're full. I'm gonna alter these boots slightly. Wait until you're full. Same with you. Later on, it shouldn't make that much difference, I don't think. I'm not sure that that's true. You got nothing. And you do. Delivered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eventually. That looks quite full already. 16. Not as full as I was expecting. Let's have these in side by side. Actually, I think I will add 5 more to each. I have the money. I have the money, but it's actually going to fill up the whole line. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try 3 more. Livestock, where they were. Okay. 8, and so it'll be 8 each time. And now, Indianapolis. Just to try increase the load. Granted, I have no idea if it will work or not. Yep, that is correct. Oh, that's a lot of vehicles in the city. All on small roads too. Oh look, a ship that I can't use. And now, possible time lapse.
The pigs are loose. No idea how that happened, but the animals are frolicking around on the roads near the slaughterhouses. What should we do? We could run the animals over. Luckily, no one sees the manner in which canned meat was slaughtered. Our vehicles shouldn't take any damage in doing so, or will they? The pigs seem to think that they can escape their fate, but they don't know us very well. We should improve the fences urgently, a one-time investment that will pay off.
So this is the middle thing. With middle, let's look. Stroke of luck. It'll be more hygienic for all involved if the pigs were insulted in a conventional manner. What does it mean by conventional? I know that when the vehicle over would damage the vehicles. I bet that would increase the winning costs. I think that's what it means by conventional. So let's win them over instead of better fences. Correct. Right. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Well, back to the time lapse. Okay. Ninety 193. Just 7 more. Oh. One and a bit trucks left. Here's one truck. At 199. There you go, now one more. When it stops. These are really slow at normal speed.
The meat business isn't going badly at all, but if we're to enter the automobile industry, we're going to need much more money. More lucrative, albeit far riskier, would be the transport of certain liquids that have recently been banned for the good of society, something which hardly anyone except the police cares about. Moonshine is being produced in an inconspicuous hut somewhere in the forest, and we can deliver it to the cities. At the end of the month, our client, who would like to remain anonymous, will pay us a bonus for each crate we transport. If we don't want to get our hands dirty, we can decline the offer with thanks and remain in the pig business.
Chicago distillery is secretly producing moonshine, which we can deliver to cities. The goods may be well hidden, but we should still be careful. Generate 10 million. Deliver goods from Chicago distillery to commercial areas or cities. Receive a bonus payment of 20,000 for each unit of goods delivered. This is the police one. I will do it. Oh yeah, I need the thing. The truck stop. To Chicago. To Indianapolis and Detroit. Detroit moonshine delivery. Let's get a capital D in that. Here. Chicago moonshine delivery and Indianapolis. And that's class as good, so moonshine. Moonshine and moonshine. Password? Or what does the moral guarding controls mean? Oh, I can use trains. Chicago East will get more livestock. More livestock lorries, sorry. Oh no. Yes, farm 2.
A reliable source has told us that the police has gotten wind of the moonshine business and is going to conduct targeted checks. Luckily, our source can tell us exactly when and where these checks will take place, so we can make sure that they don't catch us.
Make sure that no cargo vehicles loaded with goods remain in the highlighted areas when it turns red. Just here. Well, I think that's fine, considering even Chicago doesn't even go there. Oh wow, that's a lot being produced already. Well, kind of didn't expect that much. Just to make sure no vehicles, cargo with goods remain in the highlighted. Okay.
Lucky escape. The police
These
didn't discover
ones.
any of our vehicles.
Yay. Next. I won't really an escape, just so much as there is nowhere near me.
A reliable source has
These
told us that
crates.
the police has gotten wind of the Moonshine business and is going to conduct targeted checks. Luckily, our source can tell us exactly when and where these checks will take place, so we can make sure that they don't catch us.
It's the same area. So I'm fine. So this is the prohibition era.
Lucky escape. The police didn't discover any of our vehicles.
Of course there weren't any in there. And one more check at some point.
A reliable source has told us that the police has gotten wind of the Moonshine business and is going to conduct targeted checks. Luckily, our source can tell us exactly when and where these checks will take place, so we can make sure that they don't catch us.
Now they're basically at the distillery. In that case,
Damn.
just as well
One of
they're
our
all
transporters was
driving
caught by
away.
the police. The load has been
Oh,
confiscated
dang.
and we've been slapped with a hefty fine.
Dang. Minus $500,000. Yeah. So close. Plus there's nowhere was nowhere else it could go. Indianapolis needs more food. I'm fine with that. Indianapolis food. Oh, Mac. Okay, so Indianapolis has lowered. Dang. Let's add some more vehicles. Let's keep with the steam lorries for a moment. So, goods. Chicago Moonshine. Detroit and Indianapolis. I know what I can do though. Set the replacements up. So you will be food. 25%. Moonshine. 25%.
Finally! Our sweat and blood and tears have generated the capital we need to invest in the automobile industry. Our friend William Durant is inviting us to be part of his company, General Motors. This is an offer we cannot refuse. Let's invest now.
Invest in automobile industry. Prohibition has been lifted and alcohol being legalized again. I think that's 5 million.
Our money has been invested.
Okay.
Now we just need to make sure that this investment pays off. That means people actually need to buy General Motors cars. The best advertisement for an automobile manufacturer is the glorious victory of its vehicle in a motor race. We should build a racetrack. Anyone who's ever witnessed such a spectacle will need their own cars.
Deliver construction materials to the construction site. But first, and the game's not paused so I can do this, you are going for food. I was hoping to get this done before I got the 10 million. Oh well.